Hello everybody and welcome, it's VeDAN here. So glad that you can tune into another video. Today I'm going to show you how to farm from round 40 to 60, okay? So I'm going to give the full run every single round that I did. You'll get no penalty and you should have about 150,000 if not more. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, so we've just done round 40 with a perma spike. We're going to keep it down, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to get one farm placed during round 41, and then I'm going to build a village next to it that's going to become a discount village, okay? Now, the try-hard move is to stall round 40, but we don't need to do that, okay? This is part of the free 25 run that I did. It's going to be more than enough for top 50. First thing to do is, with the discount, a double discount, make sure to go and get a BRF. Okay, so the next few rounds will be a little bit challenging for casual players, but please just follow through this, and then I promise it'll get easy once we've got through them. So we've got a balloon trap engineer, and we've put it right in the top left, okay? The idea is that we can get the balloon trap in range so that it's just above the spike pile. Why do we want to do that? Well, basically, as soon as a mob is going to touch the spike pile, it's going to pop, and all the contents of the mob should fall straight into the balloon trap, which is very nice because we're going to, even though it's not an optimal position due to the fact that obviously the engineer is still going to be shooting balloons, at least we can pick up all the contents of the mob inside the balloon trap. I've also got a free dart monkey down, and I do believe on round 43 you could get a penalty if you don't have this free dart monkey down. So please make sure to have it. And the reason that I wanted to get it down in the first place anyway is just so that we can get a submarine, because we're going to get a submarine later on with, you know, advanced eyesight, and then the dart's going to help it cover much more range. Okay, it's going to have a bigger range, sorry. And yeah, so it's always good to get a free dart monkey down. As you can see, in the meantime, I'm trying to aggressively build 024 marketplaces around the discount village as quickly as possible. The quicker, the better. Also, as soon as the balloon trap pops, as soon as you see it doing the little wiggle, tap it, collect from it so it gets deployed quicker, okay? So there's a bit of micro going on, nothing too insane, nothing highly optimal, but, you know, we just want to be quick with it. The reason why is that the quicker we can collect from it, the quicker we can upgrade our farms, and the quicker it can redeploy another one. So it does make a difference. Okay, bear with me now. This is the hardest round, and this is the strategy that I kind of came up with myself. It's a bit awkward, but I promise we'll be okay. So we're going to get bigger radius on the discount village, and then this is going to allow us to put a submarine in the kind of middle right of the water. So the reason that I chose this location is so that we can easily get an alchemist to buff it. So we've got a 202 submarine, and now we're going to build a 220 alchemist, okay? Make sure you get perishing potions at the very least, because we want to do as much damage as we can to this scary fortified mob that's coming across. Then make sure you've got a camo potion on your engineer, because we've got a camo round, and get the submarine to 203 as quickly as possible. Now, once this fortified mob crosses the alchemist, it's going to be very close to popping. And what you want to do is, a bit earlier than what I did, retarget the balloon trap. So what happens is that when it pops, it takes up all of the insides, okay? And then I guess by now you can see the clear kind of pattern that we're doing. We're basically wanting the balloon trap to always collect the insides of mobs if we can, because there's going to be a huge amount of balloons inside with these mobs, okay? A nice amount of content for us to collect. So from a financial standpoint, it'll be great to collect as many of these as we can. Also, this kind of, well, it doesn't negate it, but it helps to minimize the fact that our engineer's in such a suboptimal place. So it's just trying to make the most out of it. And now we've got a berserker brew on our alchemist, and we have a armor piercing darts, and we can relax, okay? I promise we can relax now, finally. It's going to be a lot easier. So at the end of 46, you should have all your central markets. We've got armor piercing darts, berserker brew alchemist, and this should shred most of it. So for the remaining part of the run, I'm going to pretty much keep the balloon trap just at the very top. And what you want to do is collect from it as soon as you can. Now, I did wait a little while there to collect, but that's because I was upgrading an engineer. Because what we're going to do is now we're going to build an overclock, okay? So in the discount village, in the range preferably, to be a bit more optimal, what you want to do is you want to start saving up for an overclock. So I'm just going to go for a 040 engineer. And as you can tell now, I'm even putting it on double speed or fast forward speed, because I'm confident enough that we're going to be able to just shred. Armor piercing darts that's buffed is, you know, a great damage dealer. And also remember that we've got an alchemist on one side of the plank and a dart monkey on the left hand side, so it's going to get a really good map coverage, and we've got the balloon trap in the middle, okay? So it's always going to be seeing balloons. The problem with this because of our, the fact that we've got a balloon trap down, is that it's not really going to earn that much from now on. But it's okay. It's okay. We can deal with having something a little bit suboptimal. So now we've got an overclock. The goal is as soon as you can, as quickly as you can, what you need to do is overclock the BRF. Okay, and then the next thing that we want to do is we've got a few things to do. So we want to get a Monkey Town and Monkey City, then we want to get Central Markets, and we also want to get fertilizer from Geraldo. So Geraldo will soon be a high enough level for fertilizer. If you don't know what fertilizer does, it makes your farms earn a bit of extra money, and it's absolutely a huge win. Okay, so for round 50, I went straight for Monkey City. This is going to boost the income of every single farm in the range of it, which is lovely. So I've gone overclock, then I've gone for Monkey City. Now we're going to want to try and get fertilizer and Central Markets, okay? And in the meantime, we can pretty much relax. Like I said, when the balloon trap gets a little bit full, make sure to collect from it. And also, you may have to be a little bit careful if camo runs out, say, but I think you should be fine. But like I said, if camo at any point runs out, just make sure to use another one of Geraldo's potions. And now we're winning. So the goal is, depending on what strategy you're going to do, to basically get as many Central Markets as you can. If you're going for Perma Spike, I'd advise to stop buying at 55. If you're going for Spike Storms, I'd advise to stop buying at 57, okay? So roughly around these guidelines. But it'd be really good if you can get 3 or 4 Central Markets, then you're doing well. Now, on a super optimal run, I've also managed to get 5 Central Markets at this point, which was a lot more intense than this. But, the purpose of my videos are to help encourage more casual players, to improve. And also, it's good for me because if a top player watches this, he can tell me what I've done wrong, then I learn and become better. So either way, it's a win-win. Now, when Geraldo only costs 160 to upgrade so you can get fertilizer, go for it so you can get a fertilizer immediately down on the BRF. Then we've got a fertilizer and overclock going all the time on the BRF, okay? The BRF is going to be a big money winner, so we want to make sure, that it's buffed as much as possible. And as you can see, we have 3 Central Markets now. We're earning a good amount of money. We're in a very good position. We've had no penalty. Our defense is absolutely fine. The balloon trap's still making a little bit of money. So, this is pretty much the full strategy that I did. This is the most crucial part of the run. With anything in the Balloons boss events, the most crucial part is the early rounds, because then you snowball super hard later on. Basically, you always want to be in a position where you can get a banana central on round 60 at the latest, or after the round 60 boss is done, okay? Once you've got to that point, you're great. On my usual runs, I can actually usually get a banana central on like 52, 53 by following a strategy very similar to this. But obviously, the hard thing is that the NK gods have decided that we can't farm from 0 to 40. So, you know what, though? I'm kind of glad, because imagine having to farm on this map the early rounds and get no penalty. Like, that would not be fun. Oh, so I'm kind of glad. At least as well, it makes the boss event a bit shorter because, you save them to do 39 rounds. So, yeah. And yeah, sorry, I was in my own little world talking about NK for a second. But just make sure that you have some kind of camo defense down for 57, because you will get some camo balloons. So I just put a camo potion on the submarine because he's going to be shredding. You can also make sure that the dart is 002 so that the submarine can view camos that are coming in from the left-hand side straight away, which is never bad. And we're winning on money here. This is great, okay? We've got 5 farms down. We've got an overclock. We've got a Monkey City. So this is great. And we've also got 43k saved up. So now what I want to do is go for the Spike Storms. This is more than enough to get the adequate amount of Spike Storms. One big thing to do is make sure that you can put favoured trades down. You always want to favour trades to get the extra money. Sadly, I placed the submarine in a suboptimal position once again. So suboptimal is my middle name on balloons, I believe. But it's okay. It's okay. We can sell it. And then what you'd really want, what I should have done actually, because 59 you're going to get loads of camo leads. It'd be really good if you got the lead to gold alchemists actually with like a camo potion, but you may be a bit short on camo potions from Geraldo actually. Maybe a cleansing foam engineer in the middle or something like that. But as you can see, we've got 113,000. As well as an overclock, a BRF, and a Monkey City and favoured trades. So this is way over 150k. Well, not way over, but it should be pretty much bang on 150k. Kind of exaggerated there. So this should allow you to easily get set up with your Spike Storms. And yeah, So I hope this has helped. This is the most crucial rounds to do. I've been having a go at Elite today, and Tier 1 is not fun. That's all I can say. Also, check me accidentally getting the wrong upgrade path. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.